So varicocele, what is a varicocele? Now, I know most of you have just heard about varicocele, varicose veins. Are they one and the same? No, but the pathophysiology is actually the same thing. So if you remember your biology, every organ has an artery that takes blood and it has a vein that takes blood away, right? Same thing with the testes. And you know, also there's a reason why God placed your testicles outside the body, because their main function, which is production of sperms, on top of producing testosterone, the environment is better when it is outside the body, because the temperature is about 2 degrees less than the normal body temperature. That is the optimum temperature for manufacturing of sperms outside the body. Now let's go back to blood flow. So you have an artery that is bringing blood, and you have another one that is taking blood. So remember, all this is depending on the heart. So as the heart pumps blood, it will come to the testes. The artery is going to give the oxygen, the nutrients, and the vein is supposed to take the carbon dioxide and all the waste away. But the pressure is reducing as it flows down from the heart, and then it's supposed to go back and drain to the renal vein. Okay. Now the veins that take blood away from the testicles are usually long, and remember they are going against gravity. So sometimes blood might flow back. Okay. And God, in his wisdom, he placed something called valves. Okay, valves basically means when the blood goes up, the valves close so that it does not go back. All right. So that was a genius way of God in his own wisdom. It's just like the way sometimes when a lorry is climbing up a hill, you put a block there, dunga. Unajua dunga? Na yekelea dunga hapo ndio isirudi nyuma. Same thing now. Those are valves. That's how they work. Okay, so that blood flows back to the renal vein and onward to the heart, back to the heart. But sometimes you find people who are very tall, and that means the distance is going to be longer against gravity, going up from the testes up. So what happens is those valves, kama hiyo dunga tumekaa kwa lorry, it fails. Now when that happens, what happens is that blood starts going back. Okay, so instead of going up, it starts flowing backwards. Now, the veins around the testes, what they do, they have to enlarge and they have to create space around the testicles. So what they do is that they become tortuous. Okay, they become engorged, they become big. So they start holding a lot of blood there. They enlarge, they become tortuous. Now, that condition where those veins become tortuous and engorged because of that blood flow, which happens because of incompetent valves, is called a varicocele. Same varicocele. Very good. So now we are together, right? So that is a varicocele, and that is very, very important, because remember I said the testicle works better when the temperature is lower than the body temperature, right? But now here comes the varicocele, whose blood becomes engorged, damu imekuwa mingi, and then the temperature control has been impaired or interfered with, because there is no heat loss. So what happens is the cells that produce the sperms, because the temperature is not optimum, they stop functioning normally. So what happens? You get abnormal production of sperm. So in terms of number, in terms of quality, remember these cells are not producing, so some start reducing in number, so the testicle starts reducing in volume, and you might get pain. Okay, so that is the significance of a varicocele. And the reason we are talking is because it causes primary male infertility, but it is reversible. So we'll discuss the signs, symptoms, and treatment in the next video. Keep watching.